In the beginning of this story, we are shown a very old mansion where there is a woman who is very rich, tries to run away from there, but there are a lot of people here. She knows that she cannot run away from here. That is why she gives up her life. After many years of this incident, we are shown a girl in New York City whose name is Eve. She does a freelance drink business with her friend so that she can make a living. Such Eve is a struggling artist. Her friend gives her a DNA test. Actually, there is a company which conducts tests of such people, so that they can find out who are their family members in this world. And now after coming home, she gets her DNA test done and sends it to the company. And when she gets the report, she comes to know that her family was from England, and she also has a cousin there. The wife's cousin is also given information that one of her cousins is a master, and now Eve gets a message which is from her cousin who wants her. But Avery calls Avery, although Avery's friend says that she should not go there. But Avery has no one left in this world now. Her parents have died many years ago. She directly decides that she will meet her cousin. She goes to meet him in a hotel where her cousin talks to her very nicely and tells her that our family is very rich, and very soon a wedding is going to take place in our family. You should also come there, and the wife does not have so much money that she can afford a ticket to England from here. She says that I will get your ticket. And after this, Avery goes to England after a few days, where her cousin comes to receive her at the airport, after which he takes her to the place where he lives. This is a very big mansion, a very big palace. Razal, who is Avery's cousin, lives in this palace with his family because they all work for it. The owner of this mansion here, when she goes inside the mansion, she sees that the mansion is very luxurious from inside. Here, Avery is given a servant, who shows her her room and tells her some rules according to which she cannot go to the library. She says that if you need anything, then don't come here, just ring the bell. I will come to serve you. Now the curtain of the window is removed, and she sees that there are sharp iron rods on the window, seeing which she is surprised. She asks the servant what the rods are for. She tells that sometimes birds come inside. That is why the rods have been installed, so that the birds do not get inside. And after this, she leaves. She is very happy to live here. She video calls her friend and tells him that everything is good here. I had never thought of such a good life. At night, Walter also comes to her room and asks her if everything is fine. Walter, who is the owner of this mansion, looks as if he likes Eve from his way of doing it. Now, when Eve goes for running, she sees that there is a building near the mansion, seeing which she stops. She realizes that there is something there whenever she sleeps at night. She gets a dream in which she goes dark and she is thirsty. So she comes out where she sees that all the workers have been lined up, and one of them is sent inside to clean the library, and then Eve's private servant comes there and tells her that you should not come out like this at night. I will bring water for you. Eve goes inside. On the other hand, we are shown the girl who went to clean the library, and while she is cleaning, the girl who is above catches Eve and takes her with her and kills her. The next morning, it is shown that Walter sends a very beautiful dress for Eve because there is a party at night for the wedding that is going to happen here. The most surprising thing is that Eve has not seen any bride here till now. In the evening, when she goes to the party wearing that dress, she meets two girls there, out of which she talks very well to Evie while she does not like the other girl at all. Now Walter also goes to the party and he dances with Eve. Eve starts doing this, which makes Eve feel very good. Both of them go out for a walk. Here, Eve asks Walter about the building in front which she had seen while running. Walter says that earlier the building was used to keep goods, but now it is not used. After this, Eve goes to her room, and when she is sleeping, she hears a strange sound. She sees someone's hand on the glass, due to which she gets scared and hides under her bed. Eve goes there. He takes care of her and tells her that there is no one here. You should also stay here till I fall asleep. Walter also stays there. But when he opens his eyes in the morning, Walter has gone from there. Then the two girls whom he met at the party last night come there and take him with them to get ready. When she is cutting Eve's nails, her finger gets cut and blood starts oozing out. Seeing this, the girl loses her control and starts sucking blood from his finger. This also seems very strange, and she leaves the place. Eve goes, but now she suspects that something is wrong here, so she goes to the library where she was forbidden to go, and there she sees on the table that all her details are kept, and it is none other than Walter who has done this. So she packs her stuff and starts leaving from there, and then Bolton comes in front of her and says that I did all this because I like you, and I did not want to include any girl in my life, because many girls want to be associated with me for my wealth. Eve also likes Walter now, so she stays here. At night she goes to the dinner table where all of Walter's people are ready and waiting for her. Walter announces here in the conversation that he will marry Eve. Eve feels a little strange, but somewhere inside she is also happy. And now Walter tells all his people that you have been serving me for many years, in return of which I gave you everything that you gave me 3 plates. If you give me the gift, then I have it, and now the 3rd wife will be my wife, after which my powers will increase even more, and after this Walter drinks blood. His wife understands that Walter is not a human but a vampire, and his 2 wives are the same 2 girls whom he met at the party. One of these girls sucked his blood when he bit his finger, and both of them are also vampires, and all 3 of them are alive. Actually, Walter's 3rd wife was none other than Eve's grandmother, the same lady who took her life in the beginning of this story. Actually, Walter cannot marry everyone. He can marry someone with a special blood, and he first married Eve's grandmother, who was his 3rd wife. After this, his powers increased even more, but after the death of Eve's grandmother, his powers decreased, and now if he marries Eve because he also has the blood of his grandmother in him, then once again after completing the ritual, his powers will increase even more. Now he wants to leave from here, but Walter stops her and makes her understand that if you listen to me, then you will be saved. You will live forever. You will never have any disease. You will have immense power inside you, and everything in this world will be at your feet. But Evie does not listen to Evie. That is why she is imprisoned, and Walter's 2 wives try to make her understand that initially you will feel strange, but once you become a vampire, everything will seem fine after that. But Evie does not want to accept life. Both of them leave from here. After this, the body lady who is Evie's servant comes to Evie. She says that you should run away from here, otherwise your life will never be normal, and Evie runs away from here and goes to the same house in front which is closed for many years. Everyone comes to know that Evie has run away, in which her servant helps her. That is why her servant is killed, and Evie runs away and hides in the house which is in front. The reserve also comes there. Somehow Evie locks him inside the same house and leaves and reaches the town where she asks for help from an old couple. Eve agrees to help him. He calls her inside his house and says that we will call the police. Lady calls the police and then sees the photos in the house in which she is with Walter. She understands that she works for Walter, and she did not call the police but the computer. But he hits her on the head and makes her unconscious, and when Eve regains consciousness, she sees that Walter is in front of her. Walter tries to make her understand that if you become a vampire and become my wife, then you will benefit a lot. I will never have any disease. You will become very powerful, and you will have all the facilities of this world. Everyone will bow before you. And now Eve has to agree to him, even if she does not want to. And the same night all the preparations for the wedding are done. And now Doherty tells Eve that you will have to drink my blood. And after this, she cuts Walter's hand and drinks his blood, after which she gets immense powers. And now Walter also had to drink her blood, after which his powers will increase a lot. But Eve does not give her hand to him, does not let him drink blood, but she sets fire to the rebels and injures them. Walter has become very weak. Even after this, she starts leaving from here, but the wife of the rebel attacks her and says that you cannot kill Walter. Walter will remain alive. We have been alive for thousands of years, and no one can break the rule of this place. Revolt will have to feed her blood because if Walter is killed, then we will also be killed. After this, she attacks Eve, and she is about to kill Avery when Walter's 2nd wife, who is very kind at heart, attacks her. Both of them fight with each other. When both of them are fighting, they both destroy each other. Walter, who has become very weak, catches Eve because he wants to complete the ritual by drinking her blood so that he can marry her, and once again he can become powerful. But she attacks Eve and throws her in the fire. She has become very weak. It ends after this. She also leaves from here, and on 2nd October, it is shown that after drinking the blood of the Evie, she has become a vampire like him. She has a lot of powers, and along with her friend, she sets out to find the same man who came to her as her cousin so that she can take revenge from him. And with this, the film ends here. Hope you liked my explanation. So do like the video and subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comment what you think about this movie. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.